Hi children, welcome to online class. Today we are going to begin term 2 science online class. In this class we will learn more about food. After completing this session, you will be able to know about spoilage of food and food preservation methods. Our body needs nutrients like proteins, carbohydrates and fats for its proper functioning. We get these nutrients from the food we eat. If we do not take all these nutrients in right proportion, it results in some diseases. Sometimes we do not preserve the food properly and it gets spoiled. Sometimes through the spoiled food also we get diseases. So we need to preserve the food we eat. Food items like fruits, vegetables, milk and meat will be fresh for very short time. These are called perishable foods and they get spoiled easily. The change in the normal state of the food is called spoilage of food. Spoiled food becomes unsuitable to eat. We can notice such changes from the taste and smell of the spoiled food. Eating spoiled food results in diseases. But some of the food items like rice have long lifetime. They are called non-perishable food items. Here shows few examples of perishable and non-perishable food items. Apple, corn, orange, tomato and papaya are few examples of perishable food. Salt, sugar, rice, pulses and wheat are few examples of non-perishable food items. What causes food spoilage? Once the food items are harvested, they begin to decompose. Food can be spoiled by factors like air and oxygen, moisture, enzymes, microorganisms, light and temperature. Air and oxygen. When oxygen reacts with food contents, it produces changes in the color and flavor of the food. Moisture keeps the food fresh. When the moisture is gone, vegetables and fruits shrink. Due to evaporation, moisture loss occurs in foods like meat, fish, and cheese. Enzymes break down the tissues and contents of the food in different ways like oxidation, browning, and ripening. So the food items decay. Microorganisms such as fungi, yeast, and bacteria can grow well in low temperatures. They multiply in food and spoil them. Light produces color changes and also vitamin loss. Sometimes rise in temperature causes food spoilage. Spoiled foods are not suitable to eat. They may not be fresh and tasty. Sometimes it will be harmful to consume them. Microorganisms present in spoiled foods may cause foodborne diseases like stomach pain, fever, dysentery, vomiting, and indigestion. So that we have to preserve food. The process of keeping the food materials for a long time without getting spoiled is called preservation of food. Food will be spoiled if it is not prepared. Preserved and handled in the right way, there are many methods used to prevent decay and reduce the spoilage of food. Here shows the list of preservation methods. Drying, addition of salt, addition of sugar, freezing, boiling, canning and bottling, addition of chemical preservation. First one, drying. It is the removal of water content from the food by drying it in the sunlight. Example, grains. Addition of salt. When salt is added to food, it removes the water from the food. Example, fish, pickles. Addition of sugar. When sugar is added to food, it dissolves in the water content of the food and preserves the food items from spoilage. Example, jam, fruit juice. Freezing. The microbial growth and the enzymes activity on the frozen food items can be prevented by this method. Example, fruits, vegetables. Boiling. It kills the microorganisms present in the food materials. Example, milk, water. Canning and bottling. In this method, food is packed in airtight cans so that germs do not grow on them. Example, milk powder. Addition of chemical preservatives. Chemical preservatives are added to stop the growth of microorganisms in certain food materials. Example, sodium benzoate is added with fruits, sulfur dioxide is added with dry fruits, vinegar is added with pickles. Irradiation is a method by which food is exposed to gamma rays and ultraviolet rays to kill the bacteria and the mold. It does not affect the taste of the food or nutritive value of the foods. Example, onion, potatoes. We should always check manufacturing date, expiry date, ingredients, energy content of the food materials while purchasing packed food items. The purpose of food preservation are to retain the color, taste, and nutritive value of the food, to make food available throughout the year, to prevent the growth of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi in the food items, to reduce wastage of food materials. Preserving food not only protects our health but also makes food available to the people who need it. Students, now you all learned about spoilage of food and importance of preservation method. As an activity, go to your kitchen and find out perishable and non-perishable food items that you have and list it out in the rough note. Thank you, children.